Hey guys, it's Ifismao here with What If Deku was Hack Kid, Part 3. Now I know that I promised Part 3 was gonna come out soon, and that was like 3 months ago. But I'm sorry, but hopefully this makes it up to you guys a little bit. Let's be honest, it's not gonna make it up to you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. So with that said, let's start the What If already. As Deku's getting dressed, he looks into the mirror before he transforms into Hack Kid. He then starts twirling his hair as he looks at himself in the mirror. He then sighs. It then cuts to where we last left off. As All Might is standing outside, Class 1A walks out to a giant room and all of them are wearing their hero costumes. As Yurika looks around, she sees Hack Kid. Yurika walks up to her. Wow, it must be convenient. Instead of needing to change, all you need to do is transform. As I mentioned, you're so cute. Yurika then proceeds to pick up Hack Kid and start to smother her. This makes Hack Kid start to blush because even though she's a little girl, she still has the brain of a teenage boy. They are soon interrupted by All Might. All Might explains that they are doing battle trials. 2 students will be heroes, while another 2 students will be villains. The villains will have to guard the bomb for a certain amount of time. They can win by reaching the time limit or by defeating the heroes, by either knocking them out or placing capture tape on them. And the heroes can win by either touching a bomb, placing capture tape on an enemy, or just defeating the enemies. Now, to decide the teams, they'll be randomly drawn from a box. All Might then proceeds to pull out a box. If you can draw the names, Leader raises his hand and asks him a question. Wouldn't it be better to pair up with people we know, or work together with? All Might then responds saying that you don't always get to choose who you work with. With that said, All Might draws the teams, which are the same as they were in canon, with Yurika and Hack Kid being the heroes and Koch and Leader being the villains. As they are outside the building, Hack Kid comes up with an idea. She looks at Yurika and starts speaking. First, stop pinching my cheeks. Yurika can see him pinching Hack Kid's cheeks. Yurika then stops and apologizes for pinching her cheeks, and explains. Sorry, after yesterday, I realized you were so adorable in this form. With your little purple hat, yellow cape. They mentioned you have pigtails, which is so cute. Before Yurika can continue, Izuku pulls Yurika's finger off her cheek. Hack Kid then starts to explain her plan. I have known Cotton since we were little kids. He has a massive ego. Which means he's obviously jealous of the fact that I also got into UA. He believes he's the only person who is good enough from our school. Which means that he's going to go after me, which we can use our advantage. As Hack Kid finishes explaining her plan, Yurika just stares at Hack Kid. After Hack Kid explains Kachan's personality, Yurika asks the question. So we note that, what exactly is the plan? That's when Hack Kid does her famous smug smile. We then cut to Baku and Leader who are talking about strategy. Baku doesn't care. He's just mumbling to himself as Leader is about to ask him what he's saying. He's able to understand some of his words. Leader hears Baku cursing Hack Kid / Deku, saying stuff like, what type of shitty quirk did that Deku get? He turns into some sort of little girl with special abilities? That is the stupidest thing I have ever seen. I don't care if he's a little girl, I'm gonna kill the effing bastard. Leader just stares as Baku mumbles. And Leader walks up to Baku and asks him a question. What are you talking about? Before Leader could ask another question, Baku just looked at him and shouted, Shut up, Four Eyes! I'm gonna kill that damn nerd! He then runs off to go look for Hack Kid. As he does that, Yurika and Hack Kid are doing their plan. Yurika is watching Hack Kid as she puts on a badge. Yurika then asks her question, what is that? Hack Kid then just grins at Yurika's question, and then explains, hats are the only things I can use that give me special abilities. By the way, I'm gonna need to use your quirk. Yurika is confused about Hack Kid's request, but she does it. As Yurika uses her quirk to make her and Hack Kid let her float, they grab onto each other so they don't get separated. Everybody in the observation room is observing. All Might's paying special attention, because he remembers Izuku's question, can I become a hero out of quirk? Which worries All Might, because he either lied about having quirk or he got a quirk somehow. As everybody in the observatory is watching, one of those to ask a question. What are they planning? That's when Hack Kid points her umbrella, and as if magic, it turns to a grappling hook, and pulls it towards the window. As it grabs onto the edge, they watch Leader through the window. Yurika then asks, what's the plan? She then sees that Hack Kid is gone, and that she's sneaking up on a bomb. Without Leader noticing, she touches the bomb. Yurika's jaw just drops. As Omi watches, he makes an announcement about the speakers. The Hue team has won! This both shocks Lita and Bakugo. After the announcement, Leadeye turns around only to be shocked to see Hackett just touching a bomb and look like a kid who just been caught stealing from a cookie jar. Baku then acts like he usually does, and on the lower floor he's screaming he's pissed beyond hell. As they walk back towards the observation room, Baku doesn't say a word, but in the room all might ask an important question: who was the MVP? Everybody just looks at each other, waiting for somebody to answer. And then Momo raises her hand. It was Hackett, sir. She predicted her opponent's movements, and knew he would abandon his teammate and the bomb, but she also assumed that he could sneak past the opponent without knowing if the enemy could detect her or not. She also didn't properly inform her teammate who could cause complications. As Momo finished her explanation, they realized she has a point for almost everybody. Instead, Hackett is mentally asking herself, why did Momo call me a she? After Momo finished her explanation, Momo took us about before responding. I couldn't have said it better myself, young Yorozo. Everyone looks at Hackett waiting for a response. Hackett noticed this and responds, for a point, in my defense, I've tested this transformation capabilities. Hackett's body is extremely light on her feet, so she's almost undetectable while sneaking. As Hackett finished responding, everybody agrees with the explanation, well except Caution because he acts like a little bee because he lost, but Hackett just ignores them. As the class ends, so does the school day. As Izuku is about to teleport back to Hackett's spaceship, he hears somebody call him, Deku, wait up! Izuku then turns around to see Yorika calling him, running towards him, with Leadeye following close behind. As Izuku sees them, he stops walking and waits for them. When they arrive, he asks what do they want, or need. As Yorika regains her breath, she asks if he wanted to walk home with them. Even though Izuku was planning on just using his ship teleporter, he decides instead to walk with them and talk. On the way home. The next day, Izuku is walking to school. As Izuku is walking to school, he sees a bunch of reporters outside the school, pursuing the students. Deku is a nervous wreck and knows that, so he doesn't want to deal with them. Instead, he turns into Hackett and proceeds to sneak over the wall, which later annoys Aizawa as he finds out. Later during class, Aizawa announces that today they're going to choose their class rep and vice rep. Class then starts arguing for a bit, but they all finally agreed that they should decide by a vote. As everybody finishes voting, Deku notices two things. One, they wrote down his name as Hackett, and two, Hackett has the most votes. As everybody looks at Deku, he decides to ask two questions. One, why did you guys vote for me? And two, why did you guys write me down as Hackett instead of Izuku, my name? Izuku screams the last part. But after he starts to freak out and explains he should not be class rep, everybody instead tells him that he should be class repped. They start explaining why, with Yorika starting first. You should be class rep because you're the only person who wasn't scared of the 0-pointer and instead defeated it. Just to save me. Kyushu then chimes in. Not to mention, despite your appearance, your quirk is amazing and so manly. Momo then decides to chime in. From what we've seen, you are very smart and strategical. Or strategic. I can't say it. As Izuku was about to speak before Mina and Toad decided to add one thing, and finally decided to ask one. Sorry guys. As Izuku was about to speak before Mina and Toad decided to add one more thing. And finally, let's not forget, you're so adorable in your quirk form. They then gush as they remember Hackett's adorable face. Izuku then panics and explains nervously that his appearance isn't a good reason for him to be voted. Sadly, in the end, Izuku unwillingly becomes the class rep, and Momo becomes the vice rep. We then cut to lunch, but as Izuku was eating his lunch, he asked himself, why am I sitting with the girls? He then looks around and sees that he's surrounded by a bunch of girls in every direction, except for Leadeye, who's sitting next to him. He then looks at a table where all the boys are messing around, mainly Kaminari and Mineta being idiots. Izuku then thinks to himself, at first he was happy at the fact that they were getting served by the lunch rush hero, but now he feels awkward sitting around all these girls. As he continues eating, Izuku realizes something. Mina's staring at him. So Izuku decided to ask, why are you staring at me? Mina just smiles and chuckles. Mina then responds to Izuku's questions. It's because I want to see you at her form. She is so adorable with little cape and pigtails. This comment makes Izuku a little bit embarrassed. Yorika then chimes in as well. Not to mention her abilities are neat. How'd you turn into an umbrella into a grappling hook, and then back into umbrella? I also remember you turning into a bat once? As Yorika finishes, Leadeye stops eating for a second and joins the conversation. I also like to talk to you about hero ethics. You seem to be very experienced and you have quite a versatile quirk. This comment surprises Deku, because he didn't think that highly of himself. Before he can speak, the other girls start to chime in saying they're just here because they wanted to talk to each other. Deku then sighs. As they continue talking to each other, there's Deku being a little embarrassed. But then, out of nowhere, the school alarm goes off, which starts to make people panic. That's when they hear a robotic voice. Security level 3 has been broken. This makes everybody in the cafeteria, including Izuku, run into the hallways. As he enters the hall, he started to get pushed to the side by all the panicking students in the hallway. He then pressed against the window, and as he's pressed against the window, he sees reporters through the school gate, or school front barrier. As Izuku tries to shout, it's just the reporters, guys! Someone got into the school! Calm down, everybody! But nobody hears him. Leah then jumps in. Nobody can hear you, Izuku. Yoga then says, we need to get everybody's attention. Leah then tells him the idea. If we can get to the front of the crowd and announce that it's just the press, we can get everybody to stop from panicking. Yoga says, I got this. And then he turns into Hackett. He planned on squeezing through the crowd, but then Hackett realized she overestimated herself. As she transforms, she starts to get pushed around and dragged around by the crowd. She then starts to plead for help. Due to her size and weight, nobody notices her getting carried away. Help! Help! You can see her arms sticking out of the crowd. When she gets dragged, Eureka grabs her and pulls her out of the crowd. She then uses her quirk to make Hackett float and escape the crowd. While she's floating, Hackett uses her air dash to reach the front of the crowd. That's when Hackett thinks to herself, I need to get everybody's attention. I can use the laser from my umbrella. No, that'll just make people freak out more. As she tries to think of an idea, so then Hackett remembers she has a badge just for this. She then puts on a microphone badge. This badge amplifies the wearer's voice to match a megaphone. As Hackett puts it on, she starts to shout, calm down, everybody! As she screams, she starts to get everybody's attention. You assume because Hackett is being loud. Because the truth is because she's a little girl sticking to a wall and shouting at everybody. She then explains what's going on. Calm down, everybody. It's just the press. The teachers will handle it. The kids try to respond, but most mumble and stutter. She then interrupts everybody and says, one thing. Calm down, guys. If a little girl can stay calm, but the rest of you are freaking out, then you guys need to be better heroes. As the girl tries to mumble out. This comment makes people feel bad about themselves. So everybody starts to go back to their class. As the teachers calm down, everybody else starts to go back to their class. Hackett enters her class only to be greeted by everybody cheering for her. What's going on? Hackett mom without a surprise. They pointed out that this is just another reason for him to be class rep. Which makes Hackett sigh, which only makes the girls find her even cuter. As the school, because she's pouting now. As the school day is over, Yorika asks Deku if he wanted to go walk home with her. But Deku turns her down because he has something important to do. As he dives into an alley, he turns into Hackett and teleports to a spaceship. The same spaceship which some people, including me, have forgotten that Deku has. It used to be Hackett's spaceship, but since Deku is Hackett, it's technically his now. The reason why is because Hackett doesn't really use it because she doesn't know what to do with it. Which reminds me, tell me in the comments below what does Deku should use Hackett's spaceship for. Also, quick reminder, the spaceship is also a kitchen, attic, gallery. No, I can't speak. The spaceship also has a kitchen, attic, a gallery, machine room, bedroom, a laundry room, a science lab, an engine room, a laundry room, a living room, and finally, at least, I think that's the last one, a storage room. So tell me below, what should Izuku use the spaceship for? Like I was saying, Hackett is in her spaceship. She's standing in front of a chalkboard trying to decide, what type of hat should I make next? Some of the hats on her list are a sound hat based on President Mike, the Razor hat which is based off the Razor's head quirk, and goggles, the wing hat which is based off Hackett. As the day is almost over, Hackett teleports home. But what she doesn't know is the League of Villains are planning something. As the League of Villains are talking in their bar base, Shirogaki is scratching himself. We got the USJ schedule, Sensei. Like, well done. He says, but are you sure the Nomu will be able to defeat it? All Might. He says, yes. We have left a special surprise, the Nomu. What do you mean, Sensei? Well, considering that it's gonna be the plan is happening soon, I might as well tell you already, young Tomura. A couple of weeks ago, or a couple months ago, we found a strange device. And it shows like a strange hourglass. We don't know what it is, but it seems to have some sort of manipulation over time itself. The doctor is still studying it, but so far we've been able to use some of its power. They said, what do you mean, Sensei? You'll see soon enough, young Tomura. But for now, get ready, because we'll be soon attacking the USJ and All Might and students. But guys, I'm sorry this video is a little bit short, but for some reason my script is short. I don't know if I just overestimated how long it would be, or something else. But I think that's all I have for right now, for at least this part at least. So hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe and share and like and stuff. Because you guys like and share or subscribe or comment, that helps me spread my videos more. And also please comment. I like reading your comments. I just like reading what you guys think. So please comment down below. For now, please like, share, subscribe, and hope you guys enjoy your day and whatever holiday you celebrate. And goodbye.